On GAP News, talk of a truce in Ukraine after days of bloodshed. Condemnation of the violence in Ukraine came from the Western world today as the country's president tried and failed to crush protesters. Also on the programme, Peterborough sex attackers jailed for up to 20 years. And Facebook to buy messaging service WhatsApp for £9.6 billion. Hello and welcome to JAP News. I'm Gary Pendlebury. From Washington, from London, from Brussels, there have been calls for government forces to be pulled back following Tuesday night's bloodshed. And tonight it appears the pressure may have prevailed as the Ukraine's president, Viktor Yanukovych, agreed to a truce with the opposition and has begun negotiations, reportedly agreeing not to attack protesters in Independence Square in Kiev, the focal point of the most recent violence there. President Yanukovych also appointed a new head of the armed forces today following Tuesday night's violence. He named Admiral Yuri Lin, who had been head of the Navy, to succeed Colonel General Vladimir Zamana. The presidential decree gave no explanation for the change in personnel, nor for the timing of the appointments. Today, the Ukrainian Health Ministry published a statement saying 26 people have died as a result of clashes in the country. 10 of them were policemen since Tuesday. A total of 388 protesters have been injured in the violence and 263 of them remain in hospital according to the statement. 371 policemen have also been injured, 74 of them with gunshot wounds. A group of sex attackers have been sentenced today for a series of rapes and sex assaults against 5 vulnerable girls in Peterborough. One is as young as 12 years old. Former News of the World editor Rebecca Brooks is now on trial for phone hacking at the Old Bailey today. It has been formally acquitted of one charge of misconduct in public office. She faces 4 further charges. Coming up on GAP News, Facebook to buy messaging service WhatsApp for £9.6 billion. All that and plenty more after this short break. We'll see you in a while. Welcome back, you're watching GAP News, and a reminder of our top story. Talk of a truce in Ukraine after days of bloodshed. Condemnation of the violence in Ukraine came from the Western world today as the country's president tried and yet failed to crush protesters. Now, here in Britain, there has been an earthquake today in the Bristol Channel. The British Geological Survey has confirmed today. The quake was felt by people living in parts of Swansea and Devon. And finally, Facebook will buy mobile messaging service WhatsApp for £16 billion. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg said he was excited by the deal, which would make the world more open and connected. Facebook's buyout of WhatsApp values the messaging service at $19 billion when share deals are taken into account, the equivalent of just over £11 billion. That exceeds the market valuation of some huge British and global brands such as Sainsbury's and ITV. That's it. Don't forget that GAP News at 6 starts in half an hour, where I will have much of the day's news, including Rebecca Brooks being acquitted of charge as evidence begins. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for that and more at 6. Bye for now.